We be rising every day. What's going on, B-Risers? Hope you're doing well. And I wanted to say thank you for purchasing my Healthy Recipes for Life ebook. And I felt like I needed something, another tool for you guys to help you during the winter months and to help you balance out, especially for those that are coming off the standard American diet of fast food, processed food, to jump onto a cleansing, detoxifying regime can be quite difficult for you and can be quite the challenge. So for those that are just wanting to have a bit of a slow start to this, I would recommend getting the Healthy for Recipes Life ebook. I have a lot of information in there, and it's just a nice transition to detoxification and cleansing the body. That's for those that don't have serious health conditions. For those that have serious health conditions like cancer, time is essential. Time is money. So you want to really start jumping into the deep end. Like you guys, I've had skin cancer, endometriosis, ovarian cysts, and for me, I just wanted to go at it. And so this is today's video that I want to talk about because I've had a lot of questions from you guys, and so many people have different health problems based on their genetics, based on what their ancestors have done and eaten and their lifestyle, and even just some people have been in just toxic environments, air, or just stressful environments. So we're dealing with a lot of different issues and a lot of different genetics and a lot of different health problems. But once we realize that the whole body's connected, and we have to start looking at cleaning out the bowels and start cleaning up the liver if you've had a lot of alcohol, dealing with a lot of these chemicals and acids from the chemicals in medications as well, that impacts our cells as well. So for those that are having a hard time right now, that need a bit of a transition, I recommend getting the Healthy for Recipes Life ebook that has 70 plus recipes, lots of great information, and it's a great start to transition you so that it's not such a huge shock to your system. And a lot of times it's not the best to jump into detoxification, because that can really be hard on your kidneys and be hard on your GI tract, because your body is going to all of a sudden want to start elimination. And when we look at elimination, that's really what this is all about. And also elimination of what's no longer serving you, your thoughts. That can also be a challenge for people in getting their emotions balanced. So you'll find, what I'm finding is detoxification is like a dance. Sometimes you need to slow down, sometimes you need to speed up. And that is really, you're the one that's going to have to determine that, whether you want to, go forward and speed up the dance and really pump the lymphatic system, or if you want to slow down and transition, do a bit of a balance, bring in some cooked foods, bring in some soups and stews to kind of slow things down a bit. So that's really going to be for you to determine, depending on your state and your elimination and how everything's going. So you're going to be the one that's going to determine your dance, your own dance. And realize we're dealing with two forces here as well, you guys, right? It's a dance of the two, duality, love, fear, and we always want to stay in the love frequency, the love vibration. And even just for me to get this information out to you has been a challenge. And I noticed that a lot of people are being censored now on YouTube, which is really unfortunate, because that is our constitutional right to have our freedoms and to have our freedom of speech and to get information out to people, alternative information as well. And people can decide what they want to do, but just to natural healing in particular is being censored, and that's really unfortunate. But we have to keep focusing on the love and keep pushing forward and finding ways to get this information out without it being censored. And so I'm just going to keep pushing forward, and you guys know I'm not going to stop helping you and getting this information through, because I've healed myself naturally and I know the power of the body, and if given the right nutrition, if given the right fuel, it can do amazing things. So with that said, you guys, we are going into this spring and summer, and we're introducing more detoxification and more the fruits and raw foods, and watermelon in particular. It's as easy. Some people are like, how do I start this? Well, it's as easy as grabbing a watermelon. It's as easy as grabbing this guy right here and putting it in your body and let the magic happen. Now, watermelon is super hydrating. Obviously, it's 90% water. A lot of people just think, oh, it's just water, but no, there's you can get a lot of calories with the watermelon, and it is full of lycopene, a really important antioxidant for the body and for healing the liver in particular, and detoxifying the liver and getting the kidneys to open up. As well as we have grapefruit. So it's as simple as grabbing, these whole foods from Mother Nature. Make sure that they are ripe as well, and you can use your senses to smell the aroma to make sure that it is sweet, that it also tastes fairly sweet. Now, grapefruit are always going to be a little bit on the bitter, sour side, but trust your senses, right? Now, it's as simple as that. Grabbing some of these fruits and herbs and putting it in your body. That's going to start cleansing. That's going to start the detoxification and cleansing phase. And do you always have to stay, in this period? Well, that's up to you depending on your health state. And remember, it's a dance, right? So you might have to go at it and then take a step back, and go at it again, take a step back. And for me, I've been doing that as well. I had to take a step back because it's just too much, too much detox symptoms, and I've really done a lot of damage to my liver with a lot of alcohol that I drank. So it's hard, and I get it, you guys. I know that people that then they jump to other diets, but the high fat keto can help in the winter, I would say, but it's not something that I could sit with and it's not something that I recommend sitting on for too long. It's just kind of like a temporary, just a temporary fix, quick, and it doesn't really get into the interstitial spaces. And when we start bringing in herbs, and this is the Heal All tea, which has got burdock in there, really good for the liver as well. So when we start getting in these herbs in our body and and hydration, then that's when we get to deep levels of detoxification, and we start taking out old hardened stools. We start taking out parasites. People have sent me so many pictures of their parasites that they've gotten out. And I'm like, that's great, because then they're no longer eliminating in you, and they're no longer taking nutrients from you. So it also, it's amazing to see people healing, just putting this in their body after 3 months. But it really depends on your genetics. So some people, they start healing 3 to 6 months, but it really all depends. So I don't give time frames on the healing. For me, it was about a year to eliminate well, I would say 6 months to a year. But it might have been sooner, you guys, because I didn't get that ultrasound till, later on. So really when I just started seeing mucus coming out, I started seeing my skin opening up, my bowels opening up, the channels of elimination opening up. That's when I started seeing movement. That's when I started seeing my symptoms going down, and the pain. I had a lot of pain from the endometriosis and the cysts, and that's when I just started seeing the inflammation going down, the pain going down, as soon as I started, eating a lot of cleaner foods and bringing in juices and just changing my fuel and really kicking up the raw foods and the live enzymes. So it's a dance, right? Sometimes we have to go forward, speed it up, and sometimes we have to slow down. And remember, we're dealing with two forces, and the mind also can, jump in there too and say, I feel like a little bit of this today. I feel like a little bit of that, or it's pulling you, depending on if you're even with family members or friends that are eating a lot of processed food, junk food, that can play on your senses and your mind as well. So it's becoming strong within yourself, and this can take time, but remember that we want to stop hurting ourselves and start loving ourselves. And to do that, we have to develop a good relationship with ourselves, and realizing that we need to stop putting foods that hurt us in our body. And once we get on this path, you'll realize that it's just a journey of loving yourself and then helping people around you. And for me, that's what it's about. So I want to keep getting this message out there, so please share this video with friends, family members, and share my books as well. And if you're wanting to jump right into detoxification, I recommend my Healed Naturally ebook. And if you're wanting just a slow transition, start with the recipes. That will help you out immensely. And we're just going to keep going forward. So we're starting with the watermelon. We're going to bring this now. We're coming into spring, summer. It's a good time to detox, I find. And you don't even have to detox, but just start bringing in more of these raw foods in your body. You're going to start to, notice that bringing in these live enzymes, we're going to start waking up and regenerating these cells, and it just feels good to bring this energy, the energy in your body. So there's just a quick video today. I don't know how quick it is, probably 10 minutes. Yeah, we cut off there. So the message that I want to get through is, please share this video with those that you care about, that need help, that are having health problems, that aren't getting anywhere. Remember, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. So change is the way, and the change has to start with you. So if you are needing some help, I would say a good start is the Healthy Recipes for Life ebook. It's a good transition. And now if you are wanting to just jump right into detoxification, I would say get the Healed Naturally book. That just goes into further depth about what's going on in the body, and I really talk about the eliminative channels and how important it is to start opening up those channels, to start moving the lymphatic system, and to not clog up the body. So thanks so much for watching this video, and we're gonna keep pumping these videos out. I know a lot of channels have been removed. Information is being censored and suppressed, but I'm gonna keep going forward, and if you guys can like, share these videos, that would really help me out as well. And I believe that we all should have our freedom of speech. Once that becomes controlled and censored, then it's going to be harder for people to find information, and especially on natural healing. So I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let's keep going forward. Let's keep focusing on the love and keep doing what you love. And always be yourself. Don't change for no one. Keep being and spreading your truth. Keep being yourself. Keep eating whole foods from Mother Nature, and be getting into nature. Be getting in, you know, those walks in nature. The fresh oxygen in the through the trees is really good for our body as well. And when we do that, when we all do that, we'll all be rising.